All right, what's up, all you noodle slurpers? Today we are on some type of mission. I've had multiple requests from friends and family and subscribers alike to go try the world's most renowned ramen. You may have heard of this exquisite Michelin star rated ramen restaurant. It goes by the name of Del Taco. I hear it's really hard to get into. I think you have to have a American Express Black card to gain entry. Um, Hopefully, they accept an American Express Delta Platinum. Yeah, today we are going to try the world renowned Del Taco Birria Ramen. I am not accountable for anything that may go wrong with your health, with your digestive tract. Um, but yeah, let's go see what this is all about. All right, we are just about to pull in. Let's hope I can get into this exclusive restaurant. I might have to bribe some folks. Yeah, wish me the best luck. Keep your fingers crossed. Yeah. Can I try the can I get the birria ramen?
Birria ramen, okay, what else?
We've got one car ahead before sheer ecstasy. All right, it's our turn. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited / nervous. Well, let's see if the card goes through. Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Have a nice
You
day.
too. She saw the camera, and she knew that she was handing me something very special. Now, much like all the great ramen spots, I want to eat this as fresh as possible because I'm sure that birria and the beef, the consomme is fresh out of a pot. I'm sure it's been cooking all night, and I'm guaranteeing that the noodles just got off the noodle cutting machine where they just made and pressed their noodles. I want to give this ramen justice. So much like any fine dining experience, I want to find the nearest parking lot to consume, so I don't do any injustice to the fine dining experience. Let me find a quick parking spot and we'll be back momentarily. Oh, there's a character. Look at that guy. Oh, yeah. That's a character if I ever seen it. Oh my god, that was my father. All right, we're arrived. It is time to indulge. Birria ramen. All right, caution, it's hot. For those who are not familiar with what birria ramen is, birria is typically a type of meat. It can be lamb, it can be beef, and it's cooked in this kind of soup of different chilies and spices. And then the beef is usually then extracted and thrown into whatever vehicle you're trying to get it into your pie hole with. Tacos, burritos. And then there is such a thing as the consomme, which is the leftover delicious mess of the soup and the flavors that you then dip that vehicle into. In this case, we're taking the consomme as the broth. We've got the shredded beef, and then we have ramen noodles. All right, inside we have lime. See that slice of lime? Looks delicious. We've got cilantro, which I have that cilantro hating gene where it makes everything taste like soap, so I may not be a fair judge of this monumental dish. I see birria and I see ramen. It's pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and get into this broth first. Tastes like cheap beef broth. All right. As Japanese tradition, I have a fork to consume my luxurious noodles. That's actually a decent chunk of beef. Shredded beef cooked in the birria. Let's give it a shot. Not bad. Noodle pulp. It's a hefty amount of noodles. Let's give it a whirl. Okay. The noodles are horrible. You can get a better noodle in a cup o noodle. Murachan, you name it. These are dry. They're not, I mean, they're coated in the broth, but they're brittle. They break as soon as you touch them to your tongue. It's very oniony, which I love onions. I'm trying to get a bite of beef and noodles at the same time. There we go. I think Michelin star reviewers may need to audit the system. The soup, the soup really isn't terrible. The noodles are probably the worst noodles I've ever had in my life. Not exaggerating. The beef is actually surprisingly tender. Got another big chunk here. And I'm actually surprised about the amount of beef that is actually in here. Let's give this disgusting looking chunk a bite. It's not bad. It's tender. We've got that much broth left. I think I'm out of noodles and beef. Let's try to finish her off. I'm getting a hint of lime, but I also just got a big piece of soap. Overall, I would say it's edible. The flavor is, I would say, on par with an instant ramen. The noodles are far worse than, like I mentioned, any instant noodle I've ever had. And I've had a lot of instant noodles. And there you have it. Now, was it the worst thing I've ever had? No. Is it the best thing I've ever had? Close. Just kidding. No. So overall, I'm going to give the broth a 6 out of 10. It had a decent flavor. It really did. The consomme had some depth to it. It had a nice little brief oil texture to it. The noodles, they get a 1 out of 10 absolute worst noodles I have ever had in my life. Absolutely horrid. They didn't feel soggy like they've been sitting in there forever. They just felt wrong. The add-ins, it was really oniony. I hate cilantro, so I'm not going to judge it on the cilantro. If you like cilantro, it's up to you. But you're wrong if you like cilantro. You're a horrible human being. I'm just kidding. You're beautiful. I tasted a little bit of lime. That was a nice touch. And the shredded beef was pleasantly surprising. I will give the add-ons a 5 out of 10. It was average. In terms of spice, no spice. So overall, I'm going to give the Birria Ramen a 3 out of 10. Now, I'm comparing this to a bunch of other instant noodles. This is in the instant noodle category to me. If I compared this to a restaurant type ramen, this is going to get a 0 to 1 out of 10. Anyways, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for joining. And until next time, I hope you enjoyed this little random, filthy bit of entertainment. If you did, please feel free to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and comment down below if you've had the Birria Ramen at Jack in the Box. Del Taco. It was interesting. But again, yeah, let me know if you've had it. Let me know what you think of it. How are your bowels doing? Again, until next time, thank you so much. See you soon.